Okay, same rhythm here. After watching the tape, kind of recapping some things. Obviously, we'll start on special teams. A lot that hurt us in that game. You think about punt. Obviously, you give up a punt block for a touchdown. It can be tough to overcome. And so you look at it, we misidentification really out of three guys. And so if three guys are misidentified, that starts with our preparation as coaches. Schematically, we got to look at some things. Didn't probably emphasize on the road crowd noise on a punt play when you got a lack of communication that way. So that hurt. And then it continued on the punt side in the coverage aspect. And so there's a couple things that go with that. One is that when you get it protected, now you kick it, the placement. And that's, we got a big time punter and he's got a big time leg, and this old adage of kind of out kicking your coverage. Well, yeah, he kicks it deep, but also the placement of it. We got to get it closer to the sideline to use the sideline as help in coverage. At the same time, wherever he kicks the thing, we got to be able to cover better than we did. Out of a lane or two, good athlete returning it, but that did not help us. You think about field position throughout, that was a problem. So we got to get better there, which had been a strength for us. Let's face it, first 4 games, punt unit had been a strength, was not last Saturday. Kickoff return, we got the unfortunate one, the ball, we got to be able to field the ball. They're kicking off to us. However, the wind made it tough. The communication between the two, got deep trust in the two that are trying to field it. They got to communicate better. But that was a huge momentum play for them in regards to the thing. They came back. We took the lead, came back. The game's tied, and they get the ball with an extra possession. So special teams-wise, a lot to clean up that we need to do, especially when you play on the road. We got to have better play out of special teams units. Offensively, I think I mentioned it after the game too, you start with this 2 of 14 on third down. All right, so one, that's a terrible percentage. That's too many third downs in general. Well, what's leading into that? Your first and second down efficiencies, lack of run game efficiency really throughout. We got to do it better. We got to think about doing other things too, right? We sit here and, well, the players got to execute a run game better. Well, we got to start making sure too on us, on coaching side, schematics, those things. And that was some deep conversations yesterday as you looked into it. Pass protection, I felt during the game, it showed up being worse than it was on the film. We got to get a cleaner pocket for them. Again, it's 11-man football offensively. Eyes, wind, yeah, a factor at times. They made a couple more throws into the wind than we did. I think that was a separator too, but offensively, not good enough. Give those guys some credit. When we had to have it, aggressive style in the fourth down thing, we did execute in the third quarter to take the lead with that, but not enough in the fourth. Defensively, you liked a couple of things about defensively. One, just overall, from the SC game where we flat out weren't good enough defensively, come to this game, those guys responded. I thought they played with a response, aggressive mindset. You even look at what the situation the defense was put into the games in regards to field position. I think they had 5 or 6 possessions started on their own side of the 50. And the defense bowed up multiple times. I think looking holistically at halftime, things 14-7. We're probably forcing it to be 14-7 the way the first half had played, and then you take the lead toward the end of the third quarter. So I think the team continues to show some resilience, but it's back-to-back weeks where we got to finish in the fourth quarter better. Back-to-back games had opportunities to finish thing in the fourth quarter, and we got outplayed, outcoached in the fourth. And so we got another opportunity to do it better and do it back at home. Excited about that, homecoming. Anxious to get back around our home crowd. I know our guys will be raring to go this Saturday, and we're going to need to. You talk about playing an opponent, UCLA, who had maybe the biggest win of the college football year this last Saturday, and they played that way. They were galvanized. What they showed on that game against Penn State was impressive. I think the quarterback, highly touted, good player, 5-star, he played like it this last Saturday. And so they got our full attention that way with what he can do. That offense is galvanized and going. They scored a bunch of points against a really, really good team, played some defense. They got a bunch of respect for how getting a win like that this last weekend. Questions?
Jonathan, I was wondering, it was the first time we saw Aiden struggle this season, really, and what would you see on the film, and what were the conversations you've had with him since the game as far as what transpired and how to clean that up? Yeah,
I think, we need to play better. He wanted to play better. He's competitive. We need to continue to help him. I think about the factors of protection, the lack of the run game, some of the down to distances we're in. He did come back and have a couple of plays in that game that reminded us some of last year in regards to maybe doing too much, movement within the pocket, moving his eyes a couple of times where he needed to trust that protection. And so, again, he needs to go back to work. We need to continue to surround him. We got to play better around him. But there were some signs of last week that were frustrating.
Hey, Jonathan, in your post game, you emphasize finding a way to win. In your experience, what foundational principles will remain the same, but what are some of the things, maybe based on personnel too, and what happened that you may be open to, quote unquote, looking at, changing, tweaking, et cetera?
I think we're always looking week to week on what we learned from the previous game and wanting to do it better or get it fixed or do it differently. So that approach isn't totally different from just because of the outcome this last week versus call it week one. I do think, looking at 2 games on the road, the ability to finish in the fourth, we got to find a way to do it better because we've done it at home. I call out Boston College going to double overtime. We found a way to finish there. So we've done it before. I think about the previous 2 being on the road. We got to do it on the road.
Jonathan, I'm curious with the maybe visceral reaction to wins and losses these days. It seems like every win and loss is put under such a microscope. Do you feel that as a coach? And if so, how do you deal with that in today's day and age?
Yeah, you feel it as a coach, and you try to actually avoid, when you win, of glossing over of things. I think about our punt thing, right? After 4 weeks, we had a bye. Oh, this is one of the strengths. This has been a weapon for us, all these kind of things. Well, we got exposed in the 5th game. And so as a coach, I think you're always urgent to find ways to improve, making sure you don't got flaws that you don't recognize that your opponent does, whether you win or lose.
With the fourth quarter kind of issues, is winning in those moments learned, or is that something that players have to maybe get more experience facing before they can pull that together, or what are the sorts of pieces that are missing?
Yeah, I think we're experienced the wrong side of it for back-to-back games here. Again, I think you learn it from experience. And again, this doesn't mean all of a sudden I got to put on my Superman cape in the fourth and do something dramatically different than the way you prepared. It comes down to a team seizing the momentum, keeping it in the fourth, and we haven't done it in back-to-back weeks.